Snow here, and today's video is called Why I EDC, which stands for Why I Everyday Carry Stuff in My Pocket. Now, just want to point out, I live in Canada, so we're not like America where some people have concealed carry and they get to carry pistols. None of that stuff in Canada. This is more tools and things that assist me in being prepared. This stuff is basically just that. And you can't use anything, for instance, you can't use a pocket knife for self-defense in Canada. Nothing can be used as a weapon in Canada. For me, these are all tools. Tools that assist me through my day-to-day stuff. Now, before I get started, I just want to point out, this is, I'll say it, yeah, this is my collection of my everyday carry stuff. But that being said, there's a reason why my collection is small. I don't like having too much stuff. I think too much stuff is clutter, and I'm a minimalist, and I think carrying stuff that works within your system is good enough. All right. I'm more of a multi-tool guy than a knife guy. I do have knives, I do like knives, but I'm more of a multi-tool guy. And the reason for that is I've been carrying multi-tools for almost 17, 16 years. When I started in the trades, working construction, having a multi-tool was a really good thing to have because it's quick to use, quick to get there. It doesn't replace the actual tools in your tool kit. However, it's something quick and easy to have in your pocket or in your desk drawer or in a go-to bag. And it just makes things much more easier when you're doing stuff. Or for instance, if something breaks down, or for instance, a cupboard is loose and you want to fix it, but you have to go to your toolbox and get all that stuff. If you have a multi-tool with some bits in it, you can just solve the problem right there. And I like that philosophy. Now, I'm gonna go into what I have in my collection of EDC and why I use it, but I just wanna bring down this philosophy before I get started. The philosophy behind my EDC, if you go back thousands of years during the Ice Age when there was humans, Neanderthals, we all carried tools. We had a cutting tool, something that cuts like a knife. They had tools that cut through hide if they were lucky and successful at hunting. There's tools and stones that they used that sparked fire. Now, and they also had fire for illumination. Those tools helped humankind advance with those technologies, with those tools. And that's kind of the philosophy I carry into why I EDC stuff. I gotta have something that cuts. I gotta have something that could either pry or open things. And I gotta have something that is fire and also illumination for light. So that's my philosophy. Another thing is a system. Having a system with your EDC is very good to have. So for instance, say it's Monday and I'm carrying my Leatherman Free K4 knife on Monday. And let's say for instance, I got a lighter and I got a flashlight. Say this is a Monday, and these are the tools I use because I got to work in the office and I got to open up a bunch of boxes, cut up a bunch of boxes, and then I got to go open envelopes. Now, this is one of my favorite knives. When I went during work traveling within Alberta from within the province, I was able to get my hands, they had a bunch of stores that had a bunch of knives. And the one thing I like about this knife is it's a striker rescue knife. So this is a smasher for the window. Say for instance you're in a car and it rolls over and you're stuck in the seatbelt. This is a good seatbelt cutter. As you can see here, a blade. This is also a good bottle opener. But this is awesome, and I like knives that have multiple purposes to them, or multiple tools on them. In here, easy to open, 440 stainless steel. It's just good. And I also, when I wear this knife, I put other stuff like to go with it. And it's a really good knife. Here's its little brother. Same concept. The window smasher, which is, in my opinion, it's a bit flimsy. It's a bit movable. But this is more lightweight. It also has a seatbelt cutter. And this knife has a lot of sentimental value because I harvested, when I shot a deer, I was able to field dress the deer with this knife. And it was extremely sharp, worked well. Let me see here if I can get into focus here. There we go. Now, some people have, I call them novelty stuff. Some people have them within their knife collection, some don't. But I like novelty EDC stuff. You know, this one is a novelty blade. It's in the shape of a gun. And you know what? The cool thing I like this is when I get all my EDC stuff together. For instance, I got a novelty lighter, and just to have fun with it. You know, I mean, like, I think everybody has some novelty stuff in their collection, but this one, I like having gun stuff within my collection. All right. So now we're gonna move to lighters. I think it's good to have a lighter with you. It's good to have fire. Like I said, even when I said before, going back to early age of man, you know, we had fire. Fire helped cook us our meals, kept us warm during these ice ages, and it also was good for illumination. Now, I like novelty lighters, so I'll start off with those, and I like my novelty gun lighters. I think these are very fun. Sometimes they freak people out. This one's really cool. It has even a laser on it. So if my cat wants to play, I could use that. Use another one. And these are good for lighting cigars or stuff that's in blunt wraps if you're someone who does the 420 smoking. Then we got the traditional lighter here. And I really like these lighters. Butane, good flames. I got a black one and a gray one to go with grayscale stuff. This one's kind of like a Zippo style. And I like the camo. But I always think it's good to have a lighter within your EDC, and it works within your system. I think it's good to have that stuff. All right, now we're gonna move on to flashlights, pocket flashlights, illumination. I always think it's good to go in the dark. So here's my flashlights. Now, I just wanna say, it's always good to have a flashlight on you. The reason why is you could see in the dark. Say you gotta get up, go for water, go to the bathroom. You don't wanna wake up your wife or your kids. Just have a flashlight and just walk through the dark. Sometimes I use a flashlight if I'm walking in the dark and I don't trip on stuff because there's a lot of toys on the ground or my dog's toys. I really like the Olight, really good illumination with 2 settings. I like the size. This is also good in the water. This is my Olight i3T EOS. Pretty cool lighter, pretty cool flashlight. I really like it. Did I say lighter? If I did, sorry. Flashlight, really good pocket flashlight. I like the flashlights that have pocket lighters. I also like flashlights that have lanyards on them too. This is another one, the Innova pocket light, 2 settings. This one's a bit different because you got to hold your thumb down, which I don't mind. In my opinion, these save more. This has longer light life due to because you got to hold it down, the push button to activate the light. I think that's good. It saves more light on the saves more battery power. And also, it wasn't that expensive. And that's another thing with EDC stuff. It doesn't have to, you don't have to break the bank. Yes, it's true, you pay for what you get. But I like having a variety of stuff that is cost effective, doesn't break the bank, and still works. These, I really like these pocket lights. This was $2 at the dollar store. I had this for like 4 years and it still works. As well as I got a gray one. And the last but not least, my novelty lighter. Novelty flashlight. I keep saying my novelty flashlight. This actually would sit on my desk. And I just, when I was, especially down here in the office, and yeah, when it's dark out, I usually go to this, but lately I've been putting it in my EDC shelf. And that is illumination. Now we're going to talk about multi-tools that I use that don't have pocket clips, but they'll have like a lanyard ring or stuff like that. But these don't have pocket clips. These usually go in drawers or they go in a bag. For instance, this is my Leatherman rebar. Now I'm not going to open it, but I did do a video on it. Well, maybe I'll open it here. Now this sits in my camera bag. When I do gigs, videography gigs, and I have a camera bag and I put all my gear in there, I usually bring this along with me as a backup. The Leatherman rebar, very durable, very cool multi-tool, but it goes into my camera bag because it doesn't have a pocket clip. Second, this has a lot of sentimental value. I got this as a safety award gift when I worked in the trades. This is the Leatherman Kick. Probably the oldest multi-tool that I own. Now this would sit in my office desk. Sits in my office desk with other utility stuff that I have, but this is the office desk multi-tool. Then we got this, the Winchester multi-tool. This is what I bring camping. This goes into my camp bag. That's what this goes into. It goes into my camp bag, and when I go camping or I go hunting, I bring this with me, and I usually put it into its carry holster. But this is my go-to camping multi-tool. It also has a driver set with bits. Now these are my multi-tools for their smaller size. This is my personal hygiene. Goes into my hygiene case. I'll even try to open it here. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I like scissors on multi-tools. Some people do, some people don't. Let me get that in focus. But I love scissors on multi-tools. This one, this usually goes in my fishing case. When I go fishing, it's a small, lightweight, it fits right into those little Tupperwares that you get at the dollar store. So these small multi-tools, hygiene or fishing is what I bring these for. All right, now we're gonna talk about my multi-tools that I carry that have pocket clips. And the reason why I carry multi-tools with pocket clips is they're very comfortable and they just slip right on. It's almost like you don't even realize they're there, and that's good. That's because I'm used to carrying them. But we'll start off with the Leatherman Wave Plus. All black everything. I love black. Black and chrome, and multicam colors I like. But the Leatherman Wave Plus, I think everybody knows about these. there you go. A very reliable multi-tool. I love it. Love the functionality of it. And it just slides right into my pocket. The Leatherman Wave Plus. Now when I want to go minimalistic, I carry the Leatherman Skeletal. When I want to do minimalistic work or carry something very lightweight, I carry this. Love the functionality of it. Pliers, knife, really good driver with bits. I did use this to fix my broken cupboard. So easy to use. Really like the knife on this. Very, very cool multi-tool. One of my favorites. It works within my system. Carry it all the time. Now, I like Gerber stuff as well. This was a very inexpensive Gerber multi-tool, the Gerber Extension XT. The bonus for me was, why I got this was the scissors. Like I said, I love multi-tools with scissors. To me, having scissors on a multi-tool, it's a saving grace. Some people don't, but I do. Another thing I liked about this multi-tool is when you open it, the tools are okay, but it had a cool lanyard piece for a lanyard, and I just I put this on. So this attaches to my lanyards on my flashlights. A very inexpensive multi-tool, which I really like. And the pocket clips, I'm not a huge fan of the pocket clip, but it does what it does. Now my most inexpensive, so this thing cost me, this is the cheapest multi-tool that I own. New Wild multi-tool, looks like a cross between a Leatherman Surge and a Leatherman Sidekick. But this multi-tool I use when I wear pockets with side pockets that are slanted, or I wear shorts and sweatpants, because the pocket clip's perfect for this thing. But this is not that bad. Spring activated pliers. The saw I actually used when I did yard work, and I had to cut some branches, and I had this thing on me, and the saw was pretty good. I'm not a huge, the blade, I'm not really sure, but I just use this to open boxes and mail. Now I want to add this thing. It's called the Wallet Ninja. I like this thing. A lot of people don't, but to me, you just slip it into your pocket or slip it into your wallet and voila. It has a pretty good sharp edges for opening mail. I believe this flat-headed screwdriver on here. It's okay, but you know what? This thing does the minimal, and I like that. Bottle opener here, other hex wrenches here, and I've actually used this thing a couple times in a couple jams, and it actually worked for me, so I like it. I'm not gonna go too deep into my lighters. I think I went through them already, but like I said, this is the EDC stuff, in my opinion, that works for me. Minimalistic. I do have, and this is the thing that I like having it working within my system. Now, if you have EDC that works with you within your system, I like to hear about it. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I have more EDC stuff coming, and this is my collection of my EDC 2020 going into 2021. Citizen Owl.